What is the best Kajabi course template in 2026? I've worked with many course templates over the years in Kajabi, and I can tell you the answer has changed. Students demand a different way of learning. They want to have the answers faster and they want to be stimulated and motivated during your course. Where the default template from Kajabi works to show a linear course, I think there are better ways to motivate your students with better templates. In this video, I'm going to show you the default template Kajabi offers. I'm going to show you the hero-made templates you find in Kajabi. We talk about third-party templates you can buy online, and I'm going to show you the Nexus template. And the Nexus template for Kajabi is really next level because it follows your students' progress. But before we dive deeper inside the course templates that are available, free or paid, I need to talk a little bit about how course templates works. When you go to your Kajabi account, go to your courses and select your course, we have two items that define your course. And the first is the course outline. The course outline are your modules and your lessons. And these lessons and modules do not change when you select a new template for your course. Second, you have the customization option, and here you can install different templates. And this is just as a shell that's on top of your course. So you can change the template you're using without changing your outline. If you purchase a third-party template, you can just put it on top of your existing course. I'm going to show you that in this video. So there are no worries, a template will not harm your course. It will only change the look and feel and the way your students experience the course. At every point you can revert back to your original template or your previous template, nothing is lost. When you first create a course in Kajabi, a normal course, linear course, Kajabi will give you the Premier template. This is their default template and it is there for years. It works perfectly for linear courses. It is very clean. It's just a list of all the lessons. You can change this hero image, you can change the button, you can change your logo, and you can decide if you want to show your course as the full outline or maybe just the categories or modules, and then people need to click through. But that is it pretty much. If you work with cohort courses, Kajabi decides to use the Momentum template as their default template. And the Momentum template has a different setup. On the left side, you find the course outline, the full course outline. You can add some images here and you can use the dashboard to put on the welcome video or some text or information you want to share. But remember, every time your student comes back to this page, they will see this page. It is static, so the dashboard is the same every time they come back. When they click on categories, they come to their modules again and they can go to their lessons if they want to. But no matter what template Kajabi selected for you to start with, when you select install template, you can have an option to select different templates. And here you will find the Premier template, we discussed this, and you will find the Momentum template here. But there are also other templates. First, let's talk a little bit about Prosper and Creative. These two templates are just variants on the default Premier template. So you can select Premier or Prosper or Creative. They are all the same. It's just a different starting point for your template. More interesting are the three templates you find here: Gamify Light with Sidebar, and Sunset. These are hero-made templates, as you see with the badge below the template thumbnail. Hero-made means they are not made by Kajabi, they are made by other people. They are made by Jiffy Course Online, this one also, and they are made by Penny in Your Pockets. Penny from Penny in Your Pockets and me, I am Jiffy Course Online. We are the only programmers who really create new designs, new functionality for Kajabi course templates. So you will find our names all over the internet. But first, these templates are free for you to use. So what's the Gamify Light with Cyber, and what's Sunset? Let me show you them. When we talk about Gamify Lite, it's actually the Premier template with badge functionality. And when we talk about Gamify Lite with sidebar, it's the Momentum template with badge functionality. Sunset is built by Penny and it has a different look and feel with a collapsible sidebar. Let me just show them all. I've installed all the templates and then you can find them below the install template panel. So I can go to the Gamify Lite, first do a preview and you'll find the same Premiere template. It has a blue look, but that's just customizable. It has the top image. Here's some info and then you will find the categories. You only see the category thumbnail, the module thumbnail, and when you click through, you come to all the lessons. On the right top, you will find the badges. People can collect badges in this template. And they can see the badges here on this page. They can go to one of the lessons. Let me click through. And they have the badges here in the sidebar, or they can also find them on their homepage. The text you find here, you can just change it. The Gamify Lite template with sidebar is built on the Momentum template. It also has the blue look and feel. You can customize this and it has the badges here right on the top. You can use it, change this text and make it all yours. These templates are perfectly if you want to use the Kajabi default templates with badge functionality. They go in pairs. But it doesn't have all that gamification options you will find in our other templates. The Sunset template by Penny in Your Pockets works differently. It has a sidebar on the left here. And here you find the outline for your course. So it's mainly based on the left hand sidebar that is collapsible. It's actually built on the Momentum template, but it changed this sidebar on the left and it removed this other navigation bar. When we talk about Gamify Lite and Sunset, as it is a Lite, there's also a Pro version, and also Sunset has a Pro version. So if you want to have more features, more functionality that really changes your template, you can go to Gamify Pro from Jiffy Course Online, or you can go to the Sunset Pro template from Penny in Your Pockets. Let's talk about those third parties you can find online. First of all, if you find third-party templates, actually there are very little people who can add more customization, more options to those templates. That's Jiffy Course Online, we do, and it's Penny in Your Pocket. Most other online course templates you'll find though don't have extra functionality. They are just restyling the original default templates. When you go to the Jiffy Courses website online and go to the Kajabi templates, you will find several new templates for Kajabi. First, we talk about Gamify Pro. Gamify Pro is the extended version of Gamify Lite. It gives you lots of options, for example, confetti. So let me go back to our course environment and show you what Gamify Pro can do. When you install Gamify Pro out of the pocket on your template, it will look like this one. This is the Gamify Pro with the sidebar. On the left hand, you will have this sidebar with the collapsible navigation, your modules, you have the badges on top. Here we have a welcome area, then you have your modules and you have a right sidebar. This can completely be restyled. If you don't want to have the badges here, you just take them away. If you want to have the badges in the sidebar, that's also possible. If you don't want to have this welcome video, just take it out, make it your own. The Gamify Lite template without a sidebar, you know, the Premiere template, it looks like the Premiere template but with much more options. You have the badges here on top, but they can be in the sidebar also. You can use Gamify cards. These cards can be pop-up and disappear depending on your students' programs. This is the first extra gamification item you can find here. You can have the modules here, restyle them, have them as you want. You can have a bottom section area. There are lots of options to customize this page, but most of it has multiple gamification items. For example, it has the cards here that can pop up and change. You can add certificates to your template. You can use confetti. You can add badges, show them, hide them, make them clickable. There are so many styling options and gamification options possible in these templates that you really can help your students to finish that course. When you go to the website of Penny in Your Pockets, she also has different course templates. So when I scroll down to her examples, she has the sleek and the tawny design. also flicks, and here you have the Sunset Pro. The Sunset Pro is the extended version of the Sunset template you'll find in Kajabi. But here on the right you will find Gamiflix. When I rolled out Gamify Pro, Penny contacted me. She said we need to work together. So we created Gamiflix. Gamiflix is the love child of the original Flix template, this one, with Gamify Pro. So we combined these two templates. Let me just show you what this has become. We go to the Gamiflix template and you find a completely different look and feel. This is what you get out of the box. This is how it looks like when you first install the template. Remember, these thumbnails are from my outline. They don't change when I switch from template. We find them in all the templates, but the Gamiflix is just on top of it. Here you have the hero section, and this can be customizable, change depending on what your students do. On the left we have the sidebar, collapsible with the course outline. You find it here, but also search, helpful links and favorite options. On top you have badges, and it drops down a panel with the badge that people can earn, or maybe certificates. We don't have a certificate yet in this area. You can add bonus content, video lessons, so there's much more possible to bring that student to the next level. This part, the top part, is the gamification part coming from the Gamify Pro templates. Below you have the outline, and you will find sliders here that show your lessons in a more Netflix styled template. And this is what Gamiflix brings. It's the gamification together with the Flix template from Penny in your pockets. So over the years, Penny and I brought many new features to the Kajabi world, but the world is still changing. And I think with the AI features coming to this world, people demanding an answer pretty fast, immediately. They want to find out what is my problem, how to solve it. They demand also a different way of consuming your courses. And this is why we think the course should follow your student. It should show them what they need to learn, not what everybody is seeing, starting from the beginning with all the content again and again and again. And maybe they have seen all these lessons. They don't want to see that. If you go to Netflix or you go to HBO or Amazon Prime, you don't see all the shows you have already watched or movies you already have watched again and again on top of your screen. These streaming services offer you the next content you might want to see. They give you suggestions. This is what you need to see now. You like this, maybe you want to see this. And this is the idea we used to build Nexus. Nexus takes all the best parts from the previous templates they were on the market for Kajabi and brings this to the next level. So let me just first preview Nexus. When you install Nexus, this is how it looks out of the box. You will find your top here, and you'll find the naming of your course. Then you have the first collection here with a linear presentation of your lessons. As you see here, there are just 3 lessons here. Then there's the outline, and the outline follows the slider like you're used to see on streaming services. There are all lessons here and they work like sliders. Well, you can completely restyle these sliders. As you see, we have a hover over icon that shows what lesson is, how long it takes, and they can favorite it also. On the left, you have the sidebar with all the lessons, favorites, rewards, download pages. They can search, they can find helpful links, but everything is customizable. This whole page can change depending on your student's progress. After you have installed the Nexus template and registered it, then you'll come to this panel. You see this pretty clean. You have a sidebar, this is the sidebar, and you can select in this sidebar what you want to see and not see. So here we show the home product outline, but for example, we don't use filters or announcement. If you want to use the chatbot, just select show, and there is a chatbot icon here now too. If you don't want to have the community, hide the community, and it's taken away from your sidebar. So it's pretty easy to select what you want to have in this sidebar. When you go to one of the collections, You can select what you want to show. You can use a demo. That's because every collection can be different. We always start with a demo. You can use the outline. That's your full course. But you can also select just a single category. You can add the category ID. Let's find one. For example, the short history of musicians. Select this one, paste it in here, close this. And now we have a demo collection with this module. I've selected 3 pages in a row. I can make it more if you want. You find all the lessons. But let's make it 3, and I don't want to have the lines. Let's select the grid 3 posts. And now we have 3 posts on a row. There's a max post in a row. Maybe you want to have 6. Now we have 6 on a row. You can select to have the text below the image, or you want to have it as an hover over like this, or you can maybe show it on the image and have it always on top. It's completely restylable. But more important things like you see here is that you can show or hide finished lessons. If you select the hide finished lesson option, when people have seen a lesson, it's taken out. So let me save this page and go to the preview. For example, they want to see the Creating Harmonies lesson. They go to the lesson. They'll come to this page where they can watch the video, read the lesson, and they can complete the lesson. They will get a confetti, they might get a pop-up if they want. And when they go to the home page, you see this lesson is taken out. Let's do it just once more. It's a pleasure. This lesson, they watched it, completed it, finished it. They go back to their home page, and you see this lesson is taken out. So after a while, they have seen all these lessons, all these 6 lessons, and this full collection is taken away. The next time they come back to their home page, this is all changed. So your course is no longer polluted with all those lessons they already have seen. When they go to the outline here, they can still go to all the lessons. They can find everything in the categories, just like they can find everything in a Netflix account when they go to the search option. Another option is that here, this part, the hero section, can be changed also. So when you have a block item here, and you can make this block conditional. When it's conditional, you can select whether to show or hide it. So you can hide it after they've seen some kind of lessons, or you can show it after they have completed a module. Let me just show it with a module, a category completed. We need a category ID. So let me just select, for example, this category, close the page again and save this. Save the page. Now this block you find here will be shown when this category is completed. So when I go to the preview of this page and refresh it, you don't see this block. It will only pop up when I finished all the lessons from this first module. But it doesn't need to be a full module. It can also be a lesson. So for example, when a post is completed, then I want to show this text. So find ID for some specific lesson. Let me take the first module and let me take the Own Your Stage lesson. You can also add multiple lessons. So we have just one lesson, Own Your Stage. Close this one, save the page. Let's go back to our preview, and we need to finish the Own Your Stage lesson. And these are just a few options you can do with the Nexus template. So the Nexus template brings your course to the next level, where you can program the content people need to see where they are in their course. When they come back, they will see a different dashboard with new content based on where they left off the course the last time. So which template do you need to choose for your courses? If you're just starting out, you can use the Kajabi default templates, and they worked for years. And if you want to have some more features, go for the Gamify Lite with Sidebar or Sunset templates, where you can get new features like badges or a collapsible sidebar. If you want to take it to the next level, go for a third-party template. They are really an improvement of what you can do with your courses. But if you think that your course and your content deserves the best template that's currently on the market, I think you should try out Nexus. Nexus is built for your students. Go to jiffycoursonline/Nexus and here you can try out Nexus 30 days for free. You can just install the template, use it, play with it before you choose if you want to buy it or not. Leaving your name and your email address, we will send you the login details. You can install it by dragging the Nexus template to your screen and Kajabi will do the rest for you. It will start out of the box with the look and feel I just shown you. Please leave in the comments what templates you are using for your Kajabi courses. And don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel. If you want to learn more about Nexus, go to jiffycoursonline/Nexus or find out any more information about other templates like Gamify Pro or Gamiflix or Penny in your pockets. All the links are below this video. I'm Bastiaan the Koning, see you next video.